Turn that on. Hey. Oh, check. Give me another sound check.
Hi.
You sound good.
Do I sound good?
You do. You do. There's our frame. We're both here. All right. Hey. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Shared Universe Podcast Studio live from the Asbury Park Boardwalk. My name is Ming Chen, and sitting across from me, she's back, everybody.
I'm always back.
You're not always back.
I'm always back.
It's been like 2 months since the last time.
Okay, well, you're busy.
I haven't been busy. I've been home.
Well, I don't know these things.
I've been home. My last trip I took was like 3 weeks ago. I was in Michigan.
Is it because you're scared to travel because of coronavirus?
I'm not. I have no fear of the coronavirus.
You have no fear.
I have a little.
No fear.
I have a little. No fear. No, I have a little bit of fear, but not. Come on. I know how the media works. They love to overblow everything.
Do you wash your hands?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, then apparently that's all you need.
Yeah, I touch my eyes and nose a lot, though.
I thought you were going to say you touched something else. I really didn't know where that was going.
And my mouth, too. I touch my mouth a lot, too. So like,
You look so disturbing saying that.
I mean, but I'm not. It's well. There's a huge. It was this weekend. There's a huge con in Seattle that I love. I didn't get invited this year, so.
Oh God, Ming! It's already happening. You're falling into the precipices of.
Precipices of what?
Not coolness.
Oh yeah, that happened years ago.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
But
it's a huge con. It's 60,000 people. It's one of the biggest conventions in the world.
They
in
didn't
Seattle.
Invite you. Did you send them like a nasty?
No, not at
email?
all. No, not at all. I can't get invited every year.
I'm Ming Chen.
Yeah, who do you think I am? Like Ming Chen, whose TV show got canceled 2 years ago.
Exactly.
Ming Chen.
Yeah.
That a shared universe is Ming Chen.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not offended whatsoever. But they made the difficult decision to postpone the convention to this summer. And Seattle is one of the epicenters
I was
of
gonna
the
say,
U.S.
Seattle's
outbreak. So
like, we don't really have a ton going on here in Asbury Park.
well, and hopefully it doesn't get to the point where people are afraid to go out here too. So, but I felt bad for them. Logistically, it'd be a tough decision.
It's a lot of money.
Hotel rooms,
Yeah,
convention
it's a lot of
center,
money.
travel, all that, and then financially, that I'm sure they took a huge hit. So, but in the name of safety,
In the name of safety and clean hands.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the question came up. I was talking to a fellow frequent con attendee who also didn't get invited, and we were like, "Hey, if they called us right now and they're like, hey, you guys want to come?" Because a lot of people bailed. I would have done it.
Of course you would have. Yeah. Of course you would have. Of course you would have.
Yeah. Well, I love Seattle. The city of Seattle has been very good to me always, and that Emerald City Comic Con.
I was to say you
has
are
been
kind
enormously
of a
fun.
sociopath, so it makes sense why you like Seattle.
What does that mean?
Serial killers are from Seattle.
Which one, like the Green River Killer? Okay, from Washington. Who else is from Washington?
Forget, but I don't know. They like it. It's something about like it rains and.
Is something about the Pacific Northwest?
Yeah,
It's like,
they're-
oh man,
they're
I
like
don't know.
And there's
about
vampires up there apparently.
This. You watch too much. You watch too many.
That was
movies.
Twilight. I don't watch that shit. That was Twilight.
Right. That you will admit to, anyways.
I will admit that I did watch all the movies, but I didn't enjoy any of them.
Get out of here! You can't. you know.
I like Robert Pattinson.
You
now
seem
that
to know an awful lot about.
I was a
property
librarian. I like
that
Robert
you don't.
Pattinson now that he's doing like good movies.
Batman.
We'll talk about Batman.
You want to talk about Batman now? Why are you saving it?
Okay, I guess we could talk about it.
You brought it up.
You
You brought it up. What do you think of the new Batman?
So his thing is made from like
Whoa,
a gun,
stunned
right?
silence, man.
Right.
So
Yeah,
apparently,
I like that. I like that.
Apparently, they've released some shots of the bat suit.
Yeah. Which also though, okay, so the first like scenes that they show of the bat suit, right? That's definitely not Robert Pattinson on the motorcycle. It's his stunt double. So you got to admit, like, imagine the rub right there, like. The first shots of this new Batman is his stunt double, not him.
I wouldn't look down on him for not doing stunts. Like all the like.
Well, no, I'm not
dangerous
saying
stunts.
I'm not looking down on him. I'm just saying like he's Batman now, but like the first picture is like some other dude.
Sure, yeah, but that goes. Did you see the Mandalorian? What's his face? Pedro Pascal. He wasn't even in the suit like 80% of the time.
Yeah,
it was like Clint Eastwood's grandson or something who's a stuntman.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I think it's Clint Eastwood or I don't know someone of known, someone well known. It's his grandson or his son is a stuntman. But back to Batman. So apparently, if you've seen pictures of the suit, the bat symbol embedded in the suit is supposedly made up of the gun that killed Bruce Wayne's parents.
So okay, I have some questions here
Okay,
now.
ask
Okay,
away.
so that's cool. I actually do like that. But being that I'm me, so okay, this gun clearly it was in evidence lockup. So what? Did Batman just steal it?
Sure.
What gave him the right? That's evidence lockup. You're not above the police, man.
I think he's earned it for all the good he's done.
Blue
to
lives
Gotham,
matter.
for all the good that he's done at Gotham City. And it was an unsolved case, correct?
Okay, yeah, it's an unsolved case.
Right.
So clearly they still need the damn gun until they solve the case.
All right, I'll give it to him. Clearly, the Gotham
You shouldn't be
police
stealing evidence from police lockup. That's all I'm saying.
police-
Make better decisions.
at that time, or even now, was obviously either too inept or too corrupt to figure out who killed his
Doesn't
parents.
matter. They're the police. You
It
don't
it
steal
does matter.
evidence from that is a bad role model for children.
Who said the Gotham Police Department was a good role model for children?
That's true.
That's come on.
It's true.
Yeah, so that's number one. Number two, Batman's done enough for the Gotham community. Where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna take this because it means more to me than to you, and I'm probably gonna be the ones who would put more investigation into this unsolved case.
I'm just saying, man. You can't be stealing shit from evidence lockup. It's a gun today. It's
Sure.
like 12 kilos of cocaine tomorrow. You know, I'm not pointing fingers, but
Right, but I thought that was cool, and this actually that whole thing stems from a storyline that Kevin wrote in Batman Detective Comics number
I was
1000.
gonna say I saw his post about that
where
yeah.
he melts down the gun and he makes a plate that goes under
Yeah,
his chest.
His chest, yeah.
In the bat suit. So I hope it's true. I don't know if it's exactly a rumor. Like it's not fact.
Yeah,
It's not quite fact yet.
Yeah, but I mean, and he's also what else is Robert Pattinson? He's in
I have no idea.
No, he's in
You tell me.
It's one of those like Fast and Furious. No, he's not Fast and Furious.
No. I don't know. Someone
It's
chime
like
in.
yeah, I was gonna say it's like one of those. He's driving a car. It's one of those movies.
Okay.
The Matrix. I don't know. Somebody tell me
It's
what
not
Robert
the
Pattinson.
It's not the Matrix.
Somebody tell me what Robert Pattinson is in, please.
Pattinson is not in the Matrix. Either none
Hold
of
on.
the Matrix trilogy.
Hold on.
Yeah, gee, if only we had a device. That
Yeah, if
could
only
look
I had a
this up.
device that I could look this up. Batman.
Somebody chime in. If you're, thank you. Big shout out to everybody watching live right now on Facebook. If you are watching,
Yeah,
and you
tell me what Robert Pattinson.
and you want to correct Samantha Quintus's
He's in the Lighthouse. I saw that. That movie was
erroneous
fucking crazy.
movie credits.
Am I allowed to say fuck on the boardwalk?
We're inside here, so I think we're okay. Once you leave these doors, though, I mean, you can say fuck outside on the boardwalk, but
Something.
but it's a nice day out. There are children about. Like how dare
Oh,
you?
Tenet. He's in Christopher Nolan's new movie.
Right. Okay. Which is called Tenant.
Yeah, did you see the commercial for that?
I have not,
It's
no.
trippy. I have no idea what it's about, but he's in it. He's driving a car.
Okay. Right on. That's cool. So that's
Never mind. This was pointless. This was a pointless conversation.
yeah, for sure. So big shout out to Moshi John from Orlando, Florida. We got Jordan Howell watching, and we have Kevin
He
Culver
was in Harry
checking in
Potter.
as well.
He died.
Who's that?
Robert Pattinson.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was Cedric Diggory.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I'm not very well versed in the Harry Potter.
Do you ever
movie
read?
Universe. I don't. I can't read. I'm
You
illiterate.
definitely have read. I've given you books to read, and you read them.
I think the last book I read was the one you gave me years ago, which was Ready Player One. It was like 8 years ago.
What was it say? Didn't you read? You read.
I read Armada as well.
You read 11/22/63.
I did read that, but that was years ago.
Dude, that book was like 1,000 pages long though. So like, kudos to you. I didn't even read that shit.
I remember.
I
yeah,
watched, I watched it on Hulu instead.
Oh yeah, the Hulu. Did you see the Hulu show? God, we're all over the map today.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, let's get back to Batman.
There's no outline, guys.
I know.
Sorry.
Well, this is what happens when
talk.
I don't see you in 3 months.
True.
When
It's
you
true.
yeah. But back to Batman. So, what are your thoughts so far? We have the suit. You've seen the Batmobile, which looks like a, like a tricked out. I don't know, like a Camaro.
Yeah.
With like a exposed engine on the back. It looks cool. It looks like Batman wouldn't start out with a full blown Batmobile in his first. Because this is all outlining his first. This is like year one. So you would take American muscle car, and you would retrofit it with weapons and stuff.
Like, how many times are we gonna reinvent the wheel on this, right? Okay, like.
We've never seen like his year one. I mean, Batman Begins.
I was gonna
Granted,
say, what the hell was Batman Begins? We've never seen year one.
But we haven't seen him. Have you the comic book version where he's in Gotham City, he's getting his ass kicked, and he's getting shot, and he's making mistakes. Like that's what what I'm hoping this movie is.
I mean, yeah, sure. Seeing Robert Pattinson get shot, great.
Yeah.
Cool. Two thumbs way up.
Yeah, I mean, if you decide to go be a vigilante, you're not gonna be Batman right away. You're not gonna be kicking ass right away. You're gonna be falling off
I was
stuff.
to say I don't think Christian Bale was kicking ass right away. He had bruises all over him. You know, like, oh, you're going to have to learn polo. I'm not learning polo, Albert. Yeah, like, do you remember that conversation? Covered in bruises, you had broken bones.
Sure.
You know, hella skiing.
Yeah, sure. But you're gonna be like, oh, this batarang doesn't have enough tension on it because I fell off a freaking building the last time I used it. Let's make this better. Or I'm gonna armor like this part because this is where I get shot all the time, or whatever. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Look,
That's what I want. I want to see Batman get his ass kicked.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I'm going in with just kind of low expectations. You know, like I've seen this already. I've seen
That's
Batman
fair.
a million times. I want something new. I want something fresh. Give me a new superhero.
Well, they're casting someone who is not you wouldn't traditionally cast as Batman, and then the director seems like he's going in the right direction. I don't have like very low expectations, but I'm not expecting miracles either. So
fair.
And granted, if they're making a Batman movie now, like you better make it good. Like you're not gonna half-ass it, are you?
I don't know. We made like an entire DC thing that was half-assed.
Sure,
a Batman
yeah,
movie.
you're right.
But what is Ben Affleck?
I thought Ben Affleck was good. I didn't think the movies were good. I thought he was good.
I think Ben Affleck sucks. I was a Casey Affleck fan, but you apparently can't say that anymore since he like takes advantage of women.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not an Affleck fan anymore.
Like either of the Afflecks, even the mom, Chris Affleck. You don't like Chris Affleck.
What did she do?
She birthed the Affleck boys.
No, I did. No, I'm not going to give her kudos for birthing two.
She's a school teacher in the Boston area. She does a lot of good for kids.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. I'm not an insane fan of hers.
Okay.
I don't have her poster hanging up on my bedroom wall.
I don't think they make posters of Chris Affleck. Yeah. Okay, so you're going in with the reservations.
I'm going in with reservations.
Okay.
I mean, generally speaking, I go into most movies with reservations, unless it's a Wes Anderson movie, and then I'm all in from the beginning.
Yeah, no matter how good or bad it is.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for Wes Anderson's newest movie, The French Dispatch.
Okay.
It's my favorite Wes Anderson movie, and I haven't even seen it yet.
Based on the trailer.
Based on the trailer, I'm going to tell you,
enough.
it's going to be my favorite Wes Anderson movie.
Okay.
So.
All right. Has there been a Wes Anderson movie that you disliked?
Yeah,
Which one?
Well, when I first started him, my first Wes Anderson movie I ever saw was The Royal Tenenbaums. I was 16 years old and I hated it. I walked out of the theater.
And then when you were 16, you were truly not.
I didn't get it. Yeah, like I wasn't like
toward-
quirky and fun and weird at that point. I was
Right.
trying to be like fit in with high schoolers.
Sure. When did the quirky, weird, fun Sam come about? What age did that
After I
happen?
did some drugs.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Loosened up a bit.
Sure.
And then when I saw Life Aquatic the first time,
Yeah.
the first 5 times I watched it, I like hated it.
Why'd you watch it 5 times? You hated it so much.
This is like a story. So the first time I watched
5
it,
times? You're like, this
Yeah.
sucks. Wow, this still sucks.
The first
This
time
still sucks.
The first time I
This
watched
still
it,
sucks.
I fell
oh,
asleep.
now it's good.
And
my
I went to
God.
go see it again because I fell
Sure.
asleep. Right, the second time I saw it in the movie theater, I hated it. I thought
Okay.
I was like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? Like,
Sure.
this isn't funny. This is shit. This is trash. So I saw it a third time. I don't know why. That's where I really don't know why. So I saw it a third time.
Okay.
When I saw it the third time, like I almost kind of appreciated some of the little bits of humor.
Okay.
When I saw it the fourth time, because now I was like, okay, well, the second time I hated it. The third time I kind of almost appreciate it. So the
Okay.
fourth time I go in and see it, I love it. Best movie I've ever seen. Funny as shit. This man is God. The fifth time I saw it,
so
I was
funny.
rolling on ecstasy, and I turned to my friend
Oh,
who
well,
I go
no wonder.
I go see the movie with. The fifth time I'm there, and I look at him. I was like, holy shit, is he singing David Bowie songs in Portuguese?
He
And my
is,
friend looks
yes.
back at me and he goes, aren't you Portuguese? And I'm
Right.
like, so yeah, so evolution of
What
like
what's that singer's name? Do you remember?
something
It's
something Jorge.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
something Jorge.
It's good. Check it out on Spotify. The
Yeah,
Life
he sings
Aquatic.
David Bowie songs in
soundtrack.
Portuguese. It's like it's all acoustic and slow. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
but you've been known to give up on things very quickly.
Like every guy I've ever dated.
Fair enough. Yes. Do you think maybe you should just keep dating these assholes?
No,
like 5 times?
no. Do you remember the one who like bugged my phone? And
I remember
was like,
him,
Yeah,
yes.
no, I shouldn't be trusting these people. I should always give up on them quickly.
Wow. Do you think you just give up on things too quickly in general?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay.
What are you, my fucking therapist?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I tend to
No,
just
I'm
walk.
just asking.
I tend to
don't-
walk away from things very quickly.
Yeah.
Look, I got standards and boundaries and fences and walls.
Right,
and
but if
Donald
now,
Trump is jealous of my walls. Okay, let me tell you that much.
yeah, right. Your sugar walls, like as Prince would say.
Yeah.
But Life Aquatic took you 5 times to like it. So I mean, granted, you started the first time you saw, you were 16. I wouldn't put it through any 16-year-old.
So wait. Let's just revisit a few of this.
Okay.
So it took me 5 times to like it, and I was on heavy drugs. So what you're saying is I should do more drugs and appreciate men more?
Not necessarily. I'm just saying you give up men. You give up on men very quickly.
Well,
Very quickly.
sometimes they suck.
Actually, a lot of times they suck.
Most
like
of
almost
the time
every time they suck.
So I'm not making bad decisions. I'm actually making good decisions.
Okay.
Things my therapist would say if I had one.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, welcome to the new place.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it. It's,
I mean,
it's nice.
it's here. I'm gonna here. Tell me what you think about. I'm gonna turn the camera on so everybody can see our view.
Oh yeah. So we got the best view, guys, of the ticket booth in Asbury Park.
Shoot, that's too bright.
That's too bright. Yeah. So we're looking at the center of the sun.
I know.
we no that's not gonna help. Ming,
Trust me, that's the.
Ming, you need Jeremy Schneider here to tell you how to do camera ops.
Wait. So there's you.
Hi.
And then, all right, there's
I look great. Natural light is just it agrees with me. Whew.
too bright out there. Crap. All right. Anyways, well, there's the ocean out there.
That's there is an ocean. Down that way. Back it up.
Yeah. So I wanted to do this because we can set up outside too. I might do that later.
Well, I was gonna say, so I had a topic I wanted to talk about, and I said we should have put a board out and invited
Right.
people in to sit down and.
And what's your topic?
So it was actually spurred by a conversation that I had at dinner on Friday night, and it was what country, what country has the weirdest porn?
Japan.
Well, so okay. So I'm glad you said that because I kind of agree with you. But the idea was how if you lose a world war, you
Right.
make really weird porn. So who has the weirdest porn? Japan
Okay.
and Germany.
Yeah, I agree with that. So,
But so so I want to put a board out and talk about it, but
What-
apparently we can't put the word sex on a
No,
chalkboard where there's
we
kids
can.
around.
I'm trying. Listen.
And apparently
There-
porn is
there-
even worse.
This is highly priced oceanfront property. I pulled a lot of favors to get us in here, and I'm trying not to get kicked out. Is what
Fair.
I'm trying to do. So,
Fair.
yeah,
I think I dated that guy.
yeah, probably. Probably did. There's a lot of activity on the boardwalk today. It's because it's literally. This is one of the nicest days that
It's like 65 degrees out there. It's
beautiful.
So apparently, if you lose a world war, you have to
Make
have
weird
porn.
pornography.
Do you agree with this?
Yeah, I could see how that happened. It's usually you have like worldwide economic sanctions, so so you don't repeat your mistakes again and rise up to power and try to take over the world again.
Well, I was gonna say. I mean, clearly that doesn't work. World War I, World War II.
No, of course.
We're both Germany.
Right. Actually motivated them if
yeah.
yeah. But so life is harsh. How do you get through that? You come up with distractions.
Wow, this is actually some logical thinking that you're
Sure.
doing.
Sure. And so what
I just thought people were really like fucking crazy.
So
but go on.
So what distracts you? Alcohol. So Germans got pretty good alcohol. Japan, their sake is really good.
Sake is good. True.
Their
true.
Asahi beer is pretty good.
I was gonna say, but I mean, dude, like Germany Oktoberfest.
Sure.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you
alcohol.
concentrate, and then how do you get away from the hardships of life after losing a war? Is you come up with distractions.
Sex.
Sure, that sex is a great distraction. Yeah.
I'm generally distracted by sex quite a bit.
Right. In fact, I think you use it to distract yourself from the hardships of life sometimes.
I don't have hardships of life.
Really? Well, what are we doing here podcasting then? This is going to be a boring show if you don't have any
It's true.
hardships.
Well,
so.
we're talking about my sex life apparently right
Sure.
now.
That is not boring.
Well, so no.
No.
So okay, so we're having this conversation
Yeah.
about porn.
Why were you in Atlantic City?
Oh, well, this didn't happen in Atlantic
Oh,
City.
okay.
This happened Friday night at a bar in Rumson, New Jersey, which is like Rumson is very.
Which bar you want to give them a shout?
Yeah, it's Victory Park. It used to be What's Your Beef, which I would have felt more comfortable having a porn conversation in a restaurant named What's Your Beef.
Sure.
That just sounds dirty, but it's called Victory Park.
Yeah. No, I didn't know they changed. So, real quick, what's your beef with? You would go in and you'd be like, hey, I want that steak. They'd have raw meat. And you're like, I want that steak. And give me like a 2.5-inch cut.
Yeah.
And they would weigh it.
And they would weigh it and
they
like
would
cook it up for you and bring it to your table.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
You would pay by the weight. So I went there once. It was good.
Yeah, I was just say I like it.
I went too small though. I'm like, yeah, just give me an inch. And an inch is, as we both know, an inch is not enough, I guess. So you need more. The 1 inch is not enough. So, anyways, so I didn't know it's a bar. It's a bar now, and
this is a restaurant. It's a Victory Park Tavern, and yeah, I mean it's like a sit down menu. But so on Friday nights they do live music in the bar. So go hang out.
All right, I'm surprised that you hang out in Rumson though. It's more of I mean, no offense or anything. It's a higher class area.
Well, so it's
like people with $500,000, like $1 million houses and shit there.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I don't always slum it, okay?
No, I don't. I'm not saying you slum it, but like me,
most of the time
we prefer dive bars.
Well, so that's the thing. Like the bar isn't like it's like an old rustic wood bar.
Right.
Like they didn't change the bar from when it was What's Your Beef. It's still this rustic wood. It's older looking.
Okay.
It's not a dive by any means. Like
Right.
it definitely is not. But the bartender there, this lovely woman. It was her birthday, so we all went to drink at her bar.
She hung out at her own bar on her birthday.
Well, it's not her bar. I mean, she
I
just
know,
works
but
there.
she works there.
Yeah, but
big-
everybody was there. Like they brought her a fucking cake. Like it was
a good testament
balloons.
that you want to go to the place you work at
she
for
was
your
great.
birthday instead of getting out.
So we got into this conversation
about weird porn.
About weird
Okay.
porn, and
Yes. I just want to know how this even came up. But
yeah. So weird porn. This was like God. Like if my glass is empty, she'll just refill it. So
Yeah.
this is like probably about like
8.
5 or 6 or 10 drinks into the night.
Yeah, more like 10. You
Yeah,
don't
I was just saying,
remember.
like sometimes it's like half drunk, and she'll just top it off.
Right,
So like
yeah.
you really don't actually know how much you're drinking when
Sure,
you're there. You kind of lose
sure.
track of life.
Absolutely.
So this conversation got started, and it was about how apparently it's a wide known fact that if you lose a world war, you make weird porn.
Sure.
So obviously that brings up Germany and
Okay.
Japan. Now here's the thing though. So taking aside German shit porn.
Sure.
Right? Like, what's weird about German porn? It's dominatrix stuff, right? It's like straps. I mean, I get it. It's weird, but I feel like it's a little more mainstream now. I feel like Japan, who's only lost one world war,
Right.
their shit's weird. Like, you could put in, like, a fucking butt plug with... Can I say butt plug on the boardwalk?
You don't have to yell it, but you can say you don't have to
I mean, you
yell
could put in,
it.
like, a butt plug with a foxtail and wear cat ears and,
Sure.
like, fuck somebody who has, like, octopus arms.
Right.
Like, that's weird to me. Like, that shit is weird. Like,
weird.
your people are weird.
It's weird to you. You know that already.
I'm just saying, like, your people are weird. Like, I feel like German is so yeah. So it just spurred this, like, who has the weirdest porn.
Right.
Also, like, to be fair, I think Americans, like, some of our vanilla porn, like, I'm dropping off a FedEx box.
Right, right.
Let me
Oh, no, the
fuck you.
cable
The
is
cable's out.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, I mean, that's some vanilla shit, but that's weird as hell.
It
Who
is.
thinks up that? Like, who's entertained by that?
I don't think it takes much. Yeah, I don't think it takes much thinking. at
Well, yeah,
all.
but it's weird.
To some people, yeah.
Like every morning when I'm at work and the FedEx guy comes and brings in a package,
Right.
I'm like,
Nothing happened?
This is starting as a porn. Up, but nope, I'm just going to sign and he's going to leave.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's what
no, my
happens.
FedEx guy is not attractive. Although the one I had at the Grove did give me his number. He was an older man. He was 61.
Do you have a limit? That's a serious question. Do you have a limit?
They can't have grandkids?
Oh, really? That's your
I
your
don't
limit?
know. I've never really thought of the limit. I mean,
You've never dated a grandpa?
no.
There's some young grandfathers.
No,
I know some very
no,
young,
I've never actually dated a grandpa.
I know some very young grandmothers out there, like 40.
Yeah,
and they're
no. Well, yeah,
40,
like there
41.
definitely is that, but no, I've never actually dated a
I
grandfather.
think I met a 38-year-old grandmother. Is that physically possible? I think it is. Yeah, I think she had
I mean,
a kid when she was
Like 15, and then her
16. Between
and then her
16
kid had a
and
kid when
18.
she was 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's I mean, it's it's a little jarring at first. Then I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, why not?
What'd you do with her, Ming?
I did nothing with her. I hung out with her. That's it. That's it. But in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, it was a hot grandmother. Gilf.
Yeah, I was to say no. I definitely don't date guys with grandkids. I mean, I try not to date guys with kids.
Sure.
Yeah, because I find them repugnant.
Kids? Or
Yeah.
guys with kids?
Both.
Both, okay.
I mean, definitely no. Guys with kids are fine. Actually, no, both.
Yeah, no, I saw a friend of mine. Maybe you have the same philosophy. She's like, I will not date men with kids who are not who live with the father.
Yeah, like I'm not somebody's stepmom. You
Right.
know, like
No,
I'm just
no, you are not.
no, like I'm not.
Yeah.
It's
I do.
not
I
like
just think it's.
yeah, like I'm not somebody's mom. I'm not somebody's stepmom.
Right. I don't think it's good for anybody. It's not good for you. It's not good for the father.
kids.
It's not for
Yeah,
the kid,
it's
and
just-
it's not good for
like,
the.
I'm not the role model.
It's not good for the baby mama. It's
yeah,
not
like
good for anybody.
I'm like ruining lives, breaking hearts, breaking skulls. You know.
But she was saying a lot of people. She'll get a lot of pushback. It's like, oh no, you don't get it. My kid's really cool. Like it's not. This is different, and it's like it's never different.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Oh God, no. It's never different.
Have you dated dudes with kids?
I think maybe once. I don't know.
On
I'm
accident?
Yeah, like maybe by accident. Like
Okay.
I'm like trying to think of it. I mean, never seriously. If anything, it was like I tried
Sure.
it like for like a second.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. It's like, ooh, this is
just
not-
just the tip to see how it feels.
Sure.
And yeah, I wasn't down with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
no.
so-
Christ, definitely not.
yeah. Well, at least you tried it. That's good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll-
you should try everything once. You know, I mean, I'm more interested in trying oysters than I am dating men with kids.
Right.
You have to say it's different. It's not different.
Yeah. Howard Levy, photography, HSL photography. Everybody. He's the one who took me and Mike's official photos for the shared universe.
Oh wow!
All
good,
of our
good
press
for,
materials.
That guy is talented because I mean,
We look good.
yeah. I mean, Mike always looks good. You, on the other hand, not so
I
much.
need a little work?
You need a little work. I
Okay.
mean, he made you look really good.
He did. If you go to a
He
shared,
took like a solid 6 months off your life.
he did.
Yeah.
So go to a shareduniverse.com. You can see some of those photos. Go to the a shared universe on Facebook.
Or
You can see that.
you could go to my Instagram. Here you go.
Yeah,
you could-
and you can see some of Howard's work on there. It's pretty.
Oh,
it's
there's
pretty.
me. That's
It's pretty
selfie.
great. So, it's pretty great.
Wow, you look so weird. Look that
Right
way.
now, okay. I'm looking. Why is the light? Well, the light's coming through from the ocean.
Yes, it's a very favorable light in your
Shoot,
face.
I'm kind of bummed that the camera's getting so blown out. It can't white balance. It's having a hard time white
oh, we
balancing.
got people. Hi.
Yeah. Hey, we're
Hey.
waving to people on the boardwalk.
Oh,
so
hi. Hi.
yeah, this is cool. So yeah, after
I feel
this,
like I'm like an animal at the zoo.
no, we're doing cool stuff over
I know,
here.
but I like being an animal
People
at
are
the
like,
zoo.
"What's
You know,
going
like
on here?"
I like exhibition.
Really? I don't. I've never seen any evidence of this.
I got a few sex tapes.
Okay, I sure you do. It's on your phone right there.
It's not on my phone. I actually don't have my own sex tapes. Calm down. I would release those.
Not tapes, but yeah, I'm sure you've got. Oh God, if I went through your photo library.
No, I actually don't take naked pictures of myself anymore.
Well, you don't anymore. Oh, so
Yeah,
you
I
do-
delete them all. But like, I mean, I'm not really sending people nudes anymore. I mean, it's,
What changed?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's just
yeah,
I
are
feel
you-
like nudes were a thing of the past. Like,
Right.
I don't want any unsolicited dick pics, right? Like, that's not a thing I ever want. I don't
And
even want
hearing-
solicited dick pics. Like,
Hearing you say that means that no girl wants them. Then
I am pretty sure there are girls that still want dick pics.
I have not met one. And
Ming,
I've met
Ming,
a lot of women.
I hate to tell you this.
Right.
Women just don't want dick pics from you.
No, I think it's a general thing.
I'm just saying,
Well, I'm
I-
not good because I'm not sending them.
Well, I was gonna say. I mean, it's
Yeah. So,
Andrew Talcott. Is that what
Yes,
this is?
yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew's a podcaster. Shout out to
Nudes are a thing of the past.
Question mark?
I'm not sending nudes out right now.
Right. Okay.
I mean,
You're,
maybe in the future. You never know
you're,
where the day's
did
gonna
you
take
gave
me.
up nudes for Lent.
Yeah, I gave up nudes for Lent. There you go.
Okay.
I give up nudes for Lent.
Right. Okay. I mean, this is like going to be a big struggle for the next 40 days for you.
I feel like it's gonna be fine. I
Right.
really haven't been sending nudes out. I mean, you know.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
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 So you literally got back.
I mean, I was gonna say, yeah, like literally last night I actually even slept in pajamas. That was weird.
Why?
I don't know. I brought pajamas with. I was so.
Well,
that-
let's
so
back up. You were just in Atlantic City.
I was in Atlantic City
Okay.
overnight.
Why are you able? Are you at liberty to just say why you were there?
What am I, like a fucking assassin?
No, I didn't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm a spy.
I mean, I didn't say you were a spy or like booty call or what. Like.
Oh no, I was there for work because I'm a spy.
Okay.
No, my store. They have a store in Tropicana, and they didn't have.
Oh really?
Yeah,
There's
they
a
do.
Francesca's in.
There's a
Tropicana?
Francesca's in Tropicana.
Shoot! What you should have told me. There's a. Have you been to the hidden Japanese place there at the Tropicana?
There's a hidden Japanese place. What's it called?
There, it's called Okatse.
I don't think it's hidden. It's on their website.
It is on the website, but it's most people can't find it though. Have you been there?
Is it like downstairs?
It's on one of the middle levels.
Okay. No, I haven't been there. No. I like
Oh
literally.
God, it's great. Yeah, let me know if they send you down there. I'll totally meet you down there just to eat at that restaurant.
I was gonna say, and I had a room for the night, so like that I didn't pay for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at
So
you moving on.
Yeah,
up
I was gonna
and
say
making
so.
decisions,
They
getting comped.
they needed somebody to work.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, like I had nothing better to do. So I was like, I'll take the drive down.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I actually had to stop at Smithville, that little historic town on the way back. There's like a little, like, I don't know, it's historic Smithville. You don't know what that is?
No.
It's something your white people appreciate that. It's all sorts of like little like artsy and craftsy shops and shit like that. So I had to stop there. So I was like, yeah, definitely. I'll just drive down and then come back on Monday. I'll take Monday off. And so I literally got there at 1:30, checked in, went to work at 2:30, got out at 10:30.
Right.
And then I was like looking around and I'm like, well, all the bars closed. Like I was going to go have a drink and read at the bar.
Whoa. Hold up. Atlantic City. This is the Atlantic City in New Jersey.
Yeah.
The bars are 24/7 there.
Okay. The bars in Tropicana where I was staying, I was not venturing out into the world
Oh
at
my
11
God, you could have
o'clock
gone
at
to
night.
the Ducktown Inn. You could have gone to the
I wasn't
Baltimore.
venturing out at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh my God. Why?
I don't know.
You could have gone to the Tennessee
Christ,
Avenue.
have I gotten boring?
Yeah, you could have gone to the Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall, which was where I took an impromptu trip last week. I'll talk about that. I want you to finish your story, though.
Yeah, so I just went back up to the room and I
think cuts. Oh, they might not. What day was it? Sunday.
It's Sunday. So most of a lot of the places closed at 11.
Okay.
So I got out at 10:30 and I was walking and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just stop in Cuba Libre or Carmine's and get like a wine and drink it. Read my book. I'm reading it. Like I'm
the bar
fascinated.
at Hooters wasn't open.
No, they closed at like 10:30.
Oh my God! Well, it's off season.
Yeah, it's
so.
off season and it's a Sunday. So like I get it.
Yeah.
But
the Piccalilli is open 24/7.
well, I was in Tropicana.
Oh
so
my God.
yeah, so I actually think Chicky and Pete's was open until like 2. And I didn't go. I was just like, eh. So I went upstairs. I'm like fascinated by the book I'm reading right now. So I read a book.
Wow, you could have been reading a book at
a bar and getting.
The Ducktown Inn has Dogfish 120 IPA, my friend. You missed out on that. They have like 40 taps.
Yeah,
there.
I just didn't want to walk around at 11 o'clock at night.
God, take an Uber. You don't have to walk there.
I know. I have to download Uber on my phone. I actually don't have Uber.
Lyft? You don't have Lyft?
No.
How do you live? How do you get around?
Men drive me around.
Okay, but.
Well, I'm going. I'm going to Charlotte in May, so I need to.
I'll give you my Charlotte list then.
Thank you.
I will. There's a
I asked Jeremy Schneider for his Charlotte list, and he's like, I don't have one. And I was like, what the fuck?
I got a Charlotte list.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm staying in Noda.
Okay.
I'm staying in like the Arts District.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's downtown. Yeah. There's some great coffee there and great bars.
I was to say there's like a shit ton of breweries.
Yeah.
And I'm just going there by myself for like 3 days. So.
Yeah.
Anything I was gonna say.
Somebody was like, drink with your pinky out, like, and yeah. There. Last time I was in Charlotte, I can't remember. Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all except the last episode.
Yeah. The guy who plays Walt Jr., Walter White's son. We did a lot of cons together. We still do. And one night we were in Charlotte. He was like, "Hey man, meet me at this address at midnight." I'm like, "Okay." And I go there, and of course it's a strip club.
It's
so,
a miracle that you're still alive.
Yeah.
I would have cut out your kidneys by now.
I'm going in there and I'm like, where is he? And it's not a divey strip club. It's one of the fancy ones with like white marble and like a lot of neon and stuff. And I'm looking around and I see the DJ and the DJ's like, "Yo, Ming, what's up?" The DJ had been to my table at the con earlier that day. And I was like, "Oh, yo, what's up? What's up, bro?"
Okay, so just strictly speaking, I don't want strip clubs in your list.
No, you don't. I'm not gonna put strip clubs on.
Thank
the
you.
list.
I'm like as much as I'm doing like a solo.
No, I'm just telling the story of how
I'm solo vacating. I don't want to go to your marble and neon strip club.
I wasn't gonna go when RJ Mitty tells you to meet him somewhere. You meet him, and it was a strip club. So I said to the DJ. Then I found them. They're the group. So I went. And I was just. There was a chair open, and before I'd even sat down, he had sent a woman over to give me a lap dance. I'm like, oh, what a nice guy. So I hope I owe him one now. It's very nice of him.
Hashtag pray for Debbie.
She wasn't really my type, but it was fun.
I'm sorry, she wasn't your type?
Right.
She's a stripper.
Oh, is that all strippers are my type?
I just assumed all women that wear yoga pants were your type.
no,
Obviously, she wasn't wearing yoga
She was
pants, so I
too-
mean, maybe
I think
that's.
she was a little too skinny for my taste, but she was a fun girl though. But
Did she? Well, no, it was a classy joint. I was gonna say, did she
Yeah.
have like stab wounds and C-section scars?
no, Charlotte's a nice city. There was no. That's the places I usually go to, like in Atlanta.
Atlanta. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
that's Atlanta.
Yeah, so I owe him. Yeah, I owe him one. So that was yeah, that was my Charlotte.
Yeah, just leave that place off your list when you give it to me.
I wasn't gonna
Just-
put it
yeah,
on
I'm
my
just saying,
list.
leave that place off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So the hidden Japanese place, if you go by, I think it's by that Cuba Libre, which you mentioned before.
Yeah.
It looks like a little Japanese candy shop that doesn't look like it should be there. And if you go up and you can buy the candy, but if you know there's a restaurant in the back, you're like, hey, I'm here, table for two. They open up a little hidden door in the wall.
Oh no,
And you
yeah,
go
I
in,
was
it
gonna
looks
say.
like, and it looks like Blade Runner in there. It's pretty awesome.
No, yeah,
Yeah, you should go.
Yeah, no, I didn't know about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, literally though, like I said, I checked in, went to work, went to sleep, woke up this morning. Like I had plans to like go to the pool maybe early in the morning and sit there for a little
at the
bit.
Trop, it's
Yeah,
not
at the
that
Trop.
great.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, it was an
It's
indoor
Atlantic,
pool,
yeah.
like whatever.
It's not
I was
that
gonna sit there. I slept in bed until 9:30 because that bed was like the most comfortable bed I've ever been in.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, like
wow,
I just like I
who
woke
knew?
up and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
But
So
you had
I
to
texted
leave.
my boss and I was like, hey, can I live down here and run this store and you guys can just pay for me to live in this hotel? And she's like, no, go home.
Been people urging us to open up down there. So I don't know about Atlantic City itself, although they're redeveloping a lot of it. And
That's true.
I would totally open up Atlantic City or like near neighboring. There's a town called Margate,
Yes.
which
I practically grew up in Atlantic City. I know all
right
the
on.
towns.
Oh
around
right,
there.
your
Yeah.
parents were big time.
My mother,
gamblers.
yeah, my mother.
Your mother.
God rest her soul.
Yes, to your mother.
To my mom.
for sure. But
Yeah, to my mom, who I stayed in Tropicana last night. Didn't touch a slot machine. She's probably rolling over in her fucking grave.
You're
but
there,
I,
you're there
well,
to work. You don't want to blow your.
Well,
whole
I checked in
paycheck.
though, so like she always would ask for like the highest rooms, you know, because better view, right?
Sure.
I literally checked in and I was without even asking. Like I was just like, check me in, like whatever you got, put me there. I don't
Right.
care if it's whatever. And I was on like the top floor, and I was like, yeah, closer to mom.
Yeah, what a hope. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, she would have been proud of that.
Yeah,
so.
she was, yeah.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right. I mean that town's built for you 24/7 bars.
I
And these are
know.
all
I just
dive
yeah,
bars,
like
too.
I wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't going drinking at 11 o'clock on a
Oh,
Sunday.
man, Ducktown's awesome.
Yeah, like I
The
just.
Piccadilly is awesome. These are like this is where all the locals hang out too. So
Yeah, I know, but that's not necessarily like a good thing. Oh,
right.
we got somebody walking in.
Yeah. Right on. Hey, how are you doing? How's it going? So, well, I'm glad you survived your trip to AC.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Hey, I'm on my way back." Like, and I'm like, "Can you stop by the Boardwalk Let's podcast?"
Yeah, no, like let's podcast.
So here we are. Last week, almost a week ago, I took a weird detour to AC as well.
Okay, where were
Um,
you that it was a detour?
Well, I was up in New York. I was meeting with an
So
architecture firm.
I was to say that's a fuck of a detour.
Yeah. I was meeting with an architecture firm who was interested in podcasting, so I went and visited that. And then we were supposed to podcast at the Hard Rock. There was a New Jersey PBA convention was going on last week.
Okay.
And one of our podcasters was trying to line something up there. And then he texted me. He was like, hey, the podcast is off. The Hard Rock needs 48 hours of notice before you're allowed to do like a podcast or a live recording or anything. I'm
Obviously.
like, and he had only given them 24 hours. I'm like, which I think is plenty.
Yeah. Obviously.
But I was like, oh, well, it's like, but the conventions there, you have all the people you want to interview down there.
Side note, Daryl Lee wants to know what book I was reading.
Yes.
It's Dead Wake by Eric Larson,
Dead Wake.
about the last sailing of the Lusitania.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, yeah. So
Go
I'm
on.
like, hey, don't cancel the pod. Surely there's someone else. It's Atlantic City. Surely there's another venue
Yeah.
that we could hold a podcast at. And I gave them a list. They're like, hey, there are a couple pubs there.
Yeah.
The Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall. I podcasted with the owner. Might be amenable. There, surely there's something else. He's like, yeah, let me make some calls. And the Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall, which is on Tennessee Avenue in Atlantic City, great place, great beer selection.
Okay.
Stepped forward, and they have an outdoor patio with a fire pit.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, this is perfect.
I was to say similar to we podcast at the Asbury Park Beer Hall.
Yeah, for sure. So I was like, all right, I'm in New York City right now. Give me an hour and a half. I'm gonna stop by the studio, pick up some gear, and I'll be there in an hour and a half. He's like, all right, done. And we did it. We streamed it live. It was cool. It was very touching. I had a lot of policemen and former policemen come out, and They do a lot of charity work and public service work, and talked about some of their fallen officers. It was I just got emotional a couple points, and it was great. It was a great podcast, and I'm glad that I was like, no, don't cancel it. I have everything. I will drive down there, especially for.
So did you stay
officers.
or did you come home?
I came home after. Yeah, actually. You know what? I was offered a room, and I should have taken it.
You should have taken it.
But we wrapped. I think we wrapped at about 9:30, and then I went over to the Piccadilly where they have really good chicken wings, because I hadn't eaten all day, so I had wings, and I was like, all right, it's 10:30, and I cut out and I came back. So yeah, it was fun, but yeah, AC's fun, man.
Well, yeah,
you got to get out though. You got. The key to having fun at AC is leaving the freaking hotel.
Oh no, believe me, I understand that. Like I said, I practically grew up there. I get that. I just it was like 11 o'clock, and I was like, or it was like 10:30. I know it was like 10:30, and I was
magic
like, look,
hour.
I'm not looking to get into anything tonight. Like I just,
But you had no commitments the next day. You could have slept in.
Well, I mean, I have no commitments anyway.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you had to get back.
I
work
just
or anything.
I literally fly by the breeze.
Yeah.
Whatever shit that
So
is.
it sounds
yeah.
like you did a great job down there, where they'll probably send you back there. Whereas Sam will go.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, my boss knows that wherever she asks me to fill in, I will say yes. So, like in the past, 4 months, I've been in Willowbrook Mall up in Wayne. I've been up in Rockaway. I've been up in. I mean, I wasn't filling in there, but I was. Yeah, I'll drive anywhere for her. So yeah, I mean, she'll definitely throw me anywhere.
That's cool. All right, well, yeah, let me know. I always take a trip down there.
Yeah.
Especially go to that Japanese
Well, I was gonna say,
place.
it's funny too, because I had a king size bed. I was like, dude, I wish I had a friend that was down here with me. I'm not using the other half of this bed, and we could have hung out or something. But,
in the bed, rolled around and shit.
No, drank.
Oh, in AC, not in the bed.
Yeah, no, not in the bed.
Right. I'm wondering.
Okay, when Andrea stays at my house, she sleeps in my bed.
Right.
We're not rolling around with each other, much to the chagrin of all the men listening. Sorry.
Dang it. Well, why not?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I was gonna say we haven't drank that much, but
Okay,
Christ,
your friend Andrea.
Yeah, my friend Andrea.
Good friend.
Yeah, Christ, we've definitely drank that much.
Sure.
We were just in Arizona, and wow.
They have a lot of alcohol down there.
Yeah, we drank a lot of alcohol.
Right.
So we went to Arizona together, and so we went to Scottsdale. My favorite part of Phoenix is Scottsdale.
Right.
I love it. I can't afford to live there. Definitely can't afford.
Wait, your favorite part about Arizona is Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Scottsdale's not in Phoenix. My favorite part about Arizona, is it?
Yeah, it's technically a suburb of Phoenix.
Oh, okay, my bad then. I take that back. I stand corrected.
Well, so we went to so I was in Phoenix 2 years ago. Went to Scottsdale. Went to a bar called the Mission. It's one of my favorite bars in Scottsdale.
Shout out to the Mission.
Shout out to the Mission. So this time we walk in and sit down at the bar, and we had 4 or 5 other bars to go to. So we had jumped around in Scottsdale. I brought her to this hotel, the Saguaro Hotel, beautiful hotel.
Right.
Had to drink at their bar, and because she works in hotels, so I was like, you need to get a job here. So went over to the Mission. Right, I was there 2 years ago, and it was funny. So when we sit down, I turned around to get a picture of it, because when I was there 2 years ago, it's this beautiful. It's an old Spanish mission that they turned. Half it's still like a church.
Okay.
And then the part next to it is this beautiful restaurant bar. So I turned around and I snapped a picture. So the bartender, he looks at us. Now, we had other places to go. I had a list of 5 or 6 places in Scottsdale that we were stopping at. Needless to say, we didn't leave this bar. So we sit down and I take a picture. So the bartender's like, you just had to get a picture. It's beautiful, beautiful scene behind you right there. And I was like, well, I was here 2 years ago. So I didn't get a picture then, wanted to get a picture now. So we sit down, I open the menu, and I'm looking at drinks. So I asked for 2 waters. I was like, can we start with 2 waters? I'll let you know what we're going to drink, right?
Okay.
So I'm looking at the menu. I'm in the menu, and he puts down a drink in front of Andrea and I, and she goes, she looks at me and she goes, what are those? And I'm not looking at the drink, so I clearly don't know what it looks like. And I was like, they're probably the waters I ordered. They're in these little shot glasses that look like wine glasses with an orange slice with cinnamon on top. It's
so that's not water. That's
it's
a
not
cocktail.
Well, so she looks at me and she's like, if that's water, then you and I have to leave because we can't afford it. So finally I look up and I look at the bartender. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, it's a shot of some whatever tequila he poured us.
Sure.
He's like, for coming back, welcome back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. So now I have a shot of tequila in front of me.
Right.
Okay. So we look at the menu. So I look at him and I'm like, okay, what do you suggest from the menu? It's like my favorite question for bartenders. He looks at me all cocky like a bartender should, and he's like, suggest one drink off the menu. And he goes, as for anything else, just tell me what you want and I'll give it to you. And I'm like, Jesus.
Wow, that was quick.
I was like, fuck, man. Also, though, like,
that was quick.
Cocky as shit that you don't even suggest the drinks on your own damn menu. Like, I was
Right.
floored by this. So she orders a drink off the menu. I look at him and I'm like, surprise me. And he's like, okay.
You're throwing it back at him.
He's like, yeah, so like, what do you want your base to be? I was like, let's make a gin.
Okay.
Like,
Wow.
I got a fucking day ahead of me.
Wow.
Let's make this gin.
Gin. Okay.
I'm a gin girl, so like, let's make this gin.
There aren't a lot of gin people out there. Much
Yeah,
less a gin girl,
I am a gin girl. So.
Okay, that's great.
So I say, I'm like, just let's make a gin. Okay, so he gives her drink, right? So now we're sipping on this like tequila shot he gave us, right? She's drinking her drink. He puts down 2 drinks in front of me. So now all of a sudden, in this bar that we were only staying for 1 drink in,
Right, you're
I have
3 in
3
already.
fucking drinks
Right.
in front of me.
Okay.
So I look at him and I'm like, the fuck is this? And he's like, well, I couldn't decide which one I wanted to make you. So I made you both.
Right.
Walks away. And I'm like, this guy. So I drank my 2 gin drinks, right? So she learns from me.
Threw down the challenge.
Yeah. She learns from me. Her next drink, she's like, okay, make me something.
Right.
So he makes her something, right? So I finish all 3 of my drinks.
Of course.
So he's like, so what are you doing as I'm drinking these 3
Of course.
drinks?
What are you
he
doing
goes,
after this?
No, so he goes, what are you doing in Scottsdale? What brings you back? And I said, oh, well, we're just visiting, and I wanted her to see the Saguaro Hotel. She works in hotels. I definitely want her to get a job there. So he turns around, disappears for a second, comes back with the same little shot glasses
Right.
with like a green tinted drink in it, puts it down. He goes, for neighbors.
Yes.
And I'm like, so,
Hi,
so,
this is the roofie special.
so now one of the waiters walks by and he goes, the dirty missionary. And I'm like, what am I drinking? And he goes, that's what we all drink here. And I'm like,
Right,
okay.
this is Bill Cosby invented this drink.
Yeah, okay, so now you have to paint the scene, right? So the service bar is here. This waiter is like joined us in conversation.
Sure.
This other lovely waitress is joined us in conversation. The bartender is here, and it's me
Right.
and Andrea, and no one else at the bar.
Okay.
So now we drink this other tequila
So that's
drink.
number 4.
So
okay.
I'm 4 fucking drinks in. Now, mind
Right.
you, I already had a drink.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm like, I finished my 2 drinks that he made me, and I'm like, I'll take another gin drink, right? So
Okay.
he's chopping up fruit and he's pouring a drink. So finally he takes out the center of a lime, pours gin in it,
In the lime, the peel.
in the lime peel,
Okay.
and lights it on fire.
Okay.
Puts the drink in front of me. I've never been more turned on by a bartender in my life, and we all know that I date bartenders. So puts it down in
yes.
front of me, and he looks at me and he goes, "Do you know the story of Persephone?" And I read Greek mythology a ton,
course.
so I'm like, of course I do. So he starts telling me the story and what ingredients went into making this drink from the
Right.
story. Now, it's on fire. It's a
Okay.
beautiful thing. I'm like
Sure.
completely just like, holy shit.
Right, and you're on your way to Wastedville. But
Yeah, like I'm definitely like way too many drinks in at this
Right.
point. So I go to the bathroom. I mean, we're drinking our drink. Like I go to the bathroom.
Right.
Andrea looks at him and she goes, "Is that a real drink?" And he goes, "Nah, I just made it for her." I came back. I was like, "You can't be fucking kidding me."
Yeah.
So the waiter took a fancy to Andrea. So he's like, "Oh well."
The other waiter.
He's
okay.
like, "What are you guys doing after this?" And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you guys are set.
"Sobering up,
Right.
Jesus Christ! We were supposed to be at like 4 different bars by now."
Yeah.
So he's
Got
like,
sidetracked.
he's like, well, I get off in 5 minutes. Like, I'm gonna go over to the sushi place and drink some sake. Do you guys want to come? And Andrea's like,
yeah.
and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Sake.
Now mind you, we're driving around in my friend's car from Arizona. Like, we borrowed my friend's car. I have to go
Right.
pick him up at work. So I'm like shooting him
That
a text
day?
message. Yeah, I'm like shooting him a text message. I'm like, so can you go to a bar across the way for a little bit? Because he's getting out of work in like an hour. I was like,
Right.
we're gonna be a little late because I'm trying to get Andrea like laid. So just can you wait? And he's like, Sam, you have my car. And I'm like, I'm so sorry about this.
Yeah, and you're 5 in at this point.
Oh yeah, it was fine. I mean, like we got back fine. It was
Okay.
we drank some more beers. It was fine. We all went to bed. It was great. Blah blah blah. But like, dude, the Mission. If you're ever in Scottsdale, that bartender's not there anymore. He moved to Florida.
Oh, okay. And you didn't never really finish the story, but
Oh well, that's where the story ended. I left.
what do you mean you left? Did you go to the sake place? Or
We went to the sake place. We had
Right.
some drinks there, and then like literally, I told her, I was like, we have to leave. We have to go pick up my friend.
You could have left her.
I was gonna leave her with a strange man in Arizona.
Okay, I don't know what the protocol is. I
He also, I think he had kids.
I don't engage in such activity.
Yeah, so we left. I think they exchanged numbers maybe. So we left.
All right, you didn't get their Instagrams and shit?
No,
Oh.
I had. Ming, what am I gonna do with some bartender from Arizona's Instagram?
Well, you do some research first of all, and then you can contact. There's a, you can DM.
No. I don't need to be contacting bartenders.
Okay.
It was
No,
fun.
you don't. But
Yeah, it was fun, but like it needed to end there. So we left.
wow, so you did nothing.
I did nothing.
She did nothing.
She did
Nobody
nothing.
did nothing.
The only thing was we drank a shit ton more. My God, I've gotten boring.
I know. Wow, you left these guys hanging. They went home and like pulled a John Travolta from Pulp Fiction and shit without the heroin. But yeah,
Yes, I was.
I'm gonna go home, jerk off,
Yeah,
and
so
that's all I'm gonna do.
It was
And
just
that's all I'm gonna do.
But got some great drinks and some great tacos.
Oh, afterwards.
Yeah.
there
When
was-
we were at the mission, they have tacos. So he actually had food to suggest off the menu, probably because he couldn't spin that out of his ass and give it to me.
Right. Wow, all that effort for nothing though. Wow.
I'm sure I'm not the first girl he gave a flaming Persephone drink to.
But he said it was. He made it especially for
He made it especially for me.
especially for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No, I mean we literally we drank so much. Then we spent
I heard.
we spent a day in Tucson.
Tucson's amazing.
Yeah, we spent a day in Tucson, and that was just we started at a whiskey distillery. That's how that day went.
Yeah.
And we finished at
At 11 o'clock.
yeah, we finished like at 11:30 in the morning. We were
I know
we
if
were
this
at
distillery is a great place. I mean, they have a place called Bourbon and Donuts there.
well, I was gonna say we were at Whiskey Del Bach.
Yeah.
With my buddy who we were visiting, his friend Pete.
Okay.
Peter. Shout out to him.
All right.
And yeah, so we were drinking at Whiskey Del Bach, and then we bar hopped. We went to the whiskey place.
Yeah.
And Batch.
Right.
And we drank there a little bit. We drank a few different places. Then we went to the funeral home one, the Owl Nest Club, the Owls Club, the Owls Club.
Yeah.
That's how we finished our night. With
Yeah. Shout out Tucson, man. If you've never been,
yeah,
great
dude,
place.
go to Tucson. It was amazing.
It's like it's a real city,
and it's like
but
artsy. So like, whereas Phoenix is a little more like dusty, I want to say.
Tucson's
Like,
small enough where you can kind of hang out in the whole town and hit.
it was
like,
just. It was
5
fun, but I mean, like literally at one point we went to dinner, and Andrea, like the next day, she asked me, she's like, "Did we have dinner last night?" And I was like,
"Wow,
yes, we did actually." And then we still drank after that.
I hope I get to go back. I really had fun there. There's a little there's a little dive bar, hidden dive bar called the Tough Luck Club.
I was
that
to say
really
I was
like.
there.
Yeah.
You sent me there when I was there.
I
That was,
did.
that was on your list.
I mean, if you didn't go there, I would have been like, dude, what the hell?
yeah, no, there. It was like packed though when we went there, so like it was just. It wasn't like
Oh, you got. I always go early.
yeah, like it was definitely at the end of drinking night that we went.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now everyone knows about it though, because
Yeah.
I keep sending people.
I was gonna say. So I mean, it definitely. I have to look up some speakeasies in Charlotte. I'm sure they have them.
There are a couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
There and I remember we were partying. There's an '80s theme bar there, which was
Yeah.
fun.
So.
I can't remember the name, but it was cool. So I have a dilemma that I need you to help me out with.
Oh God.
I think I know what your answer will be, but I'm gonna put it out to the public to maybe help me out as well. So June 13th is going to be a big day. Actually, here in Asbury Park, not maybe 200 feet from us, there's a place called the Paramount Theater.
Yeah.
And on that date, our fellow podcast, Tell 'em Steve Dave, is celebrating they're having a whole 10th anniversary show there. So it looks like they went all out. The tickets went on sale today on Ticketmaster. It's like a real event, and they're trying
Okay.
to sell it out. And it's like an all-day thing over at the Paramount.
Okay.
And so Brian's like, "You're in, right? You can, he's got a. It's not all day. Like they have certain acts going on, and I think it'll culminate in a live show by Brian Quinn, Brian Johnson, and Walt Flanagan.
Okay.
And they'll bring up people who have been on the show in the last 10 years, who you've met, like Get 'em Steve Dave,
Yeah.
Sunday
Okay.
Jeff, some of these guys. So, of course they want me to be involved. It just so happens I got an email today. I was like, yeah, I'll be there. I got an email today though from a convention who was like, we're gonna throw our convention. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be on this date, and I look at the date, and it's June 13th. And normally I'd be like, hey, listen, I kind of committed to these guys I've been friends with for 20 years. They're throwing a big show, and sorry I can't make it. Except Samantha, this convention is located on the island of Kauai in Hawaii.
Ooh.
And I'm
I
like,
was to say,
crap.
so this plot has thickened about 15 times already in my head.
And so Kauai, if you haven't been,
no, I have not.
in Hawaii, it's bar none the best island in Hawaii. You can have your Oahu's and your wherever Honolulu is, Maui.
Mm-hmm.
But this, because I went there on my honeymoon. It was great.
Yeah.
It was freaking fantastic. Been trying to get back ever since. And the fact that this guy, give him a shout out, Aaron, dude, Aaron is throwing a con there is awesome. And he threw it last year. Said it went great. A lot of people came out. I saw a video from one of the convention goers. Like it was hotel. Everything was awesome. So I'm like, dude, it had to be on June 13th though. It couldn't have been like a week before, a week after. But I think that it was put at that date to test me, Samantha. And I'm like, so what should I do?
Okay, so I have a few thoughts, right?
Of course, I'm very loyal, but
Well,
the show is not centered on me. They'll bring me out for
okay. So
10
I had a
minutes.
few thoughts when it started with me thinking one way, and
Sure.
then I went a different way, and then I
Okay,
went back.
well, tell me your thought process.
Okay.
here.
So my thought process was
So I'm conflicted.
okay. So I think it's easiest for me to start at the end. So
Okay.
Kauai, that's not like, I mean, sure, it's like beautiful, like that's not the thing
Paradise
that's really
on Earth.
Yeah, it's like paradise on earth. I get
Sure.
it. Like it's perfect. That's not necessarily the first reason why I'd say yes in this story that you just
Sure.
told me.
Okay.
So, here's the thing. How many times has Brian Johnson fucked you over?
Good
How
point.
many times?
That's a great point. That's
How
an
many
excellent-
times?
I didn't even think of that. That's how
It's
my.
like
that's-
that's what like I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, that's like so sweet. Like, they want him to
should
be
I,
there.
should
And
I
this,
tell him I'm gonna go and not show up?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in, I'm in.
we kind of blew that idea right now.
guess.
But like,
I can
dude,
cut that part
like,
out.
How many times has that man fucked you over?
Offhand, I can think of
I can think
5
of,
to 6 times, but I know the number's
I was
higher.
gonna say, like, I can think of like at least 20 probably.
I don't know about
the
20,
first
but-
2 years that we podcasted,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, we use a Brian Johnson
Yeah,
screwed
I
me
mean, but
over.
this isn't
Didn't get
just-
on the airplane.
But I
got
mean,
there and like
to
was
re-
nowhere to be found.
To rebut that, I don't know why I'm rebutting it, but to rub that, it's not just him. It's Walt Flanagan, who's never screwed me over. It's Brian Quinn, who's been very good to me.
Well, we
Their
all
show
do know
as
that
well.
Walt Flanagan is my favorite comic book
Sure,
man.
absolutely.
So
I think he's mine too. And then there are fans coming out, and granted, as much.
best actor. He deserved like a fucking award for his performance on that show.
Oh yeah, he should.
He looked like he actually gave a shit about anything
did,
you
right, and he
said
did,
when
he-
you were talking,
and he
and he
clearly did
definitely
not.
does
Yeah,
not.
did not.
Good for him.
But
So
they're
no.
fans of the show, and as much crap as I get from a lot of the Tell 'em Steve fans, a lot of them are.
They keep you relevant.
Sure, they're like, hey, I love you on the show. They want to see. They want to see me.
Okay, so
So okay, I'm sorry. Continue though. Yeah, but yes, how many times has Brian?
how many times has Brian Johnson fucked you over? So yeah,
Many
like I think you
times.
should be like, fuck you.
Yeah, really.
I'm not coming to this
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
show
Yeah.
because you couldn't be there for me when I needed you. But also
Right.
at the same time,
Yes.
I mean, shit, if you don't show up, that just like it adds fuel to this little like tell him Steve Dave Ming Chen fire. It almost makes you more relevant at this
Oh
point.
yeah, you think so? If people would talk more if I didn't show up,
I mean, people are gonna talk shit. I mean, you'll probably get fucking death threats.
I don't know about that, but
I-
it's a tough decision, man.
I do.
Tough decision.
Um,
I mean, what do I do, Samantha? It's a tough decision. Hawaii, Kauai. I'll probably never be back there again. It's a very expensive trip.
Okay.
The flight,
Okay.
the hotels, everything is very expensive.
Okay. So what does your gut tell you should do?
See, I keep going back and forth,
Okay. So clearly your heart wants to go to Kauai.
Absolutely.
Your
Well,
brain is maybe telling you maybe you should stay here.
Sure. So I got I got to think about it for sure. It's
I mean, okay. If
I
I'm
can't
giving
think too long.
giving you a serious answer.
yes. I mean, I could always Skype in, maybe. It's not the same. But
Ming Chen, you're not fucking Skyping in.
it's
Look,
Skype in.
okay, look.
It's like, hey
look.
guys, I'm in Hawaii. Like, I think but there are many arguments for and against for sure. I think most people would not look down on me for taking a free trip to Hawaii.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm. I'm holding.
I mean, would you even be relevant without Tell 'em Steve Dave?
Did
they make
long
Ming
run,
Chen?
Long run, if you connect the dots and stuff.
Yeah.
That probably not.
So I mean, can you really say no to this?
I don't know.
Exactly. Tell him Steve Dave only turns 10 once.
I know, and I'm shocked they made it this far.
Do you
so-
remember your 10th birthday?
I do, yeah. My 10th birthday was awesome.
I don't remember mine.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah, I think we went to Chuck E. Cheese or something, but it was cool. It was a great birthday.
God, you are so white.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just
funny,
saying.
right?
I'm just saying. Like, they are responsible for making you. You are basically Brian Johnson's baby son.
That's awful.
I know. I wanted it to be.
Awful.
He pretty much birthed you from his mouth.
Right. You. But yes, I guess so.
You can't say no to them.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a tough decision.
We all know you're going to choose Kawhi because you are.
No, not at all.
We
You
do.
don't know
We
that.
we all know this.
Not
Like,
at
show of
all.
hands.
Not at all. So we'll see. It's a tough decision, though.
I don't think it's that tough. I mean,
Really? So you
as-
said you stay, or will you come to the show? I don't know if tickets are sold out, but well, I'll be like, I'll come, but you gotta put Sam Q on the the list.
there you go.
Would you come?
Yeah, I would come.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll jump on a stage and podcast with you if you want. Talk to you.
That could be fun. All right. I can make some concessions.
You make some concessions. You'll come
Yeah,
if Sam Q comes.
demand,
I'll wear like tight jeans or a short skirt or something.
Okay.
Or I'll say I will, and then I'll come in like a burlap sack or something.
That's that would be hot too. That's cool.
Fuck, man.
Okay.
Itchy? Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, I'm itching.
Itchy.
Right.
When's
Yeah.
the last time somebody was turned on by somebody saying they were itchy? That's like
don't
a scary
know.
thing.
I don't know. It's Asbury Park.
I'm just saying. I think like look,
Okay,
Kawhi
see
is
for the
Kawhi.
show.
Kawhi
Right.
is Kawhi.
Right.
But I think tell him Steve Dave.
Okay.
We would not be here without them.
Probably not. Probably not. They play.
I mean, I'd still be as awesome. I would still. I like
sure,
Rob.
but I don't know. Yeah, but
I would
you'd-
still just be the same cool ass fucking
right. But you wouldn't
badass
be
bitch.
here on the boardwalk.
I mean, I could still be on the
podcasting.
boardwalk. I could have stopped at the boardwalk on my ride home today.
You wouldn't have though.
I might have. You don't know. You don't know me. I'm just saying. You would be a pathetic, useless waste of a man.
Gee, thanks. That's that's
You'd be
very nice of you.
basically a
Very
waste
nice of you to
a
say.
waste of vital organs
Very nice of you to
and an
say.
exceptionally small penis.
Sure.
Without telling
Wow,
Steve
that's
Dave.
really. Wow.
And this is the nicest shit I've ever said
Yeah,
about
it
telling
is.
Steve Dave.
I know. It's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
It's crazy. Well, I have a lot of thinking to do, and you know it's not a bad problem to have either. So, not a bad.
What,
problem by-
thinking?
Yeah. Well, this is
Your brain's
you
going to
know,
explode. You don't do it that
choosing
much.
between paradise and
Hell.
or my
Hell.
or hell, yeah, because I'm getting my nuts roasted.
Yeah,
on
you
this
get
thing,
your
right?
fucking nuts roasted
yeah,
hardcore.
so-
And if I'm there, I'm going to roast your nuts as well.
Yeah. So it's tough. It's tough. So
I think you like a good nut roasting.
I do. Well, obviously, I've been putting up with it for 24 years at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's gotten to the point where you would think I liked it. Maybe,
Yeah.
and maybe I do.
Maybe
So,
you do.
Maybe I do. So
Are you around this Thursday? Did you figure that out?
it's looking likely that I will be.
So should I buy a ticket?
Yeah, can't we just? There's a yoga benefit going
There's a
on.
yoga benefit.
on
There's a reason.
Thursday.
There's some reasons I don't want to go, but
It's yoga, pizza, and beer.
beer, I would assume.
Yeah.
And possibly roofies because it's at Porta.
That was years ago. It doesn't.
I'm just saying, you
I
never
know,
know when it's
I
going to
know.
resurface.
Right.
It's either going to be roofies or the coronavirus. So like, I'm putting my money on roofies.
Or just Corona.
I'd rather have the coronavirus.
I know, me too. Right?
Jesus
I know.
Christ. That's like
I
the
know,
best
me
thing.
too.
Corona sales are like apparently down. So like this is the
Idiots
best.
who think Corona gives them the coronavirus.
This is like the best thing about the coronavirus. Like maybe Corona will stop being a beer.
right. That's not going to happen. It's like the
Probably not.
number one best-selling beer in the world, I think. Sadly, but yes.
Sadly.
Yeah. I'll probably be at the benefit with you. You'll see halfway to Mala,
Halfway, which takes place
which
right
takes place
here.
right here on the boardwalk.
Right here.
Yeah, which should be fun.
Yeah. So
So my favorite DJ is DJing the event.
you have a favorite DJ?
I do. DJ Foggy Notion, man. He's the best. There is none higher. And,
DJ Foggy
yeah, good.
Motion.
And our favorite instructors will be there, so it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
so I feel like we should go.
All right. I'll probably. It's a good chance I'm going to be there.
Okay, well,
with
just
you.
let me know. We have to buy tickets
Okay.
before they sell out. I don't
Okay.
think they're going to sell out, but
Not for us, they ain't.
I mean, they might though.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
I'm not a celebrity.
Right.
Nobody birthed me from their mouth,
No.
and my mother is dead.
Right. What does that mean? You were born from her womb.
I know. I just wanted to bring up my mom being dead again, just in case.
Oh, okay.
Just in
okay.
case anybody didn't realize.
Okay. Yes.
You know.
Your mom is dead.
Is dead.
Why are we bringing this up? I'm not really sure. All right. Well, that's all I had to get off my chest for today.
That's yeah.
Okay.
That's
Well,
it.
thank you for swinging up here on your
Yeah,
way
no,
to-
it's beautiful. I
from,
love I love
Atlantic
the
City.
I love the ticket booth.
Yeah, like there are people skateboarding. This is great. I think, yeah, let's go.
Next time we should put up a sign. Come in and we could just put up a sign that said "Come in and talk with us."
Yeah.
And then we could have spurred the sex thing on them. That sounds. Now we sound
like if it
now
was
we sound like
appropriate.
swingers.
Yeah, well, no, I think I'm going to do that. I have another pod I'm recording here at 4, but yeah, I may actually just sit here and get people to stop in. I want to hear their stories. It'll be fun.
Ooh, that's like a good one. Like
Yeah,
tell me your best story.
Yeah, or you could even make it like Asbury Park specific. Tell me your Asbury Park story.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Going for the tribute.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Well,
Yeah.
we're in Asbury, so of course
Are we in Asbury?
We
I
are.
didn't notice.
Asbury Park. So this will be.
I used to live a spit away from here.
I remember that, but I remember when you were moving in. I was over at your place.
yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
With the
I think I walked you back. We were hanging out at the Asbury
yeah,
Hotel.
I was
walked
gonna
you
say
back.
the balcony that was actually the fire escape that was made of wood.
Is that highly illegal? But yes.
Most things in Asbury are highly illegal.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you everybody. Welcome
thank
to
you.
Asbury Park, and we love streaming from here. And
Yeah.
yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Soon.